what are you doing? I'm about to record an important medical school video. Nah, come on, Nakama. I have something more useful to share. Dude, this is a medical school channel. We don't need none of that weeb stuff here. What did you just say? Weeb stuff? You know you're just a shadow clone. Don't make me do it. Bro, I'm the main one here. You're just the side character. Come on, dude. That is not gonna work. Yo, what is up, my Nakama? So my name is Daniel, and I'm a first-year medical student. And as an incentive to make you stay at home, I'm gonna be sharing my top 5 favorite anime. Now, this list is always changing depending on new anime I've seen. But basically, the criteria that I'm judging these anime on is like a nostalgia factor, the charm of the anime, the creativity, the character development, and most importantly, the hands. And by hands, I mean like the fighting sequences, the action, you know, the part that we all watch anime for, really. So objectively, there are probably better anime out there than the 5 that I'm gonna mention, but these are just my 5 personally favorite ones, and I'm sure that if you watch them, you'll enjoy them too. And if you haven't seen them, then what have you been doing? You've probably been sleeping or something. All right, so without further ado, in 5th place, we've got...
Bring the beat life like Jorno. Young gang star flip the kill switch. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo.
Yep, that's right. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now this intergenerational epic has just been such an awesome anime to get into. I actually started in December, and last night I finished the last episode of part 5 with Giorno Giovanna. And this anime, it has just managed to enthrall me and capture my heart so much. I don't know what it is about it. It's like the story, the characters, the bizarre sequences. Something that I really like about it is like the creativity that they use in each episode. Specifically like how creative they get in defeating the enemies. And it's just an absolutely nuts anime. It's bizarre, as it is mentioned in the title. And I think it's probably a little bit difficult to get into if you've never seen anime before. But like if you're a hardcore anime veteran and you're looking for something really unique and something super memorable, then I'd highly recommend watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. All right, now taking spot number 4 is none other than Yep, that's right. My boy Naruto Uzumaki. Now the reason this is at number 4 for me is because I kind of grew up with Naruto. It was something that I watched on Toonami. It was something that showed us when I was a kid. It was one of the first animes that I really got into, and it basically drew me into this whole genre. I mean, if you look past like all the filler episodes of Shippuden and you consider the original series and all the hype moments of Shippuden, then it is a fantastic anime with an amazing story. And I think it's pretty easy to get into, at least the original series, for no one that has watched anime. And, you know, the fighting, it's just crisp, you know it, ninjutsu, taijutsu, you know, Rock Lee throwing hands against Gaara, nothing can really beat that. And, I mean, Naruto holds like a special place in my heart, as you can tell by what I'm wearing right now. And I know this is gonna sound a little cheesy, but, you know, when Naruto, when he was, you know, trying to overcome adversity, when he was fighting through difficult enemies, when he was training super hard, I mean, that really inspired me. And it inspired me to, you know, excel physically and mentally in my own ways. You know, it inspired me to study hard. It inspired me to work out hard. Like half of my workout playlist is Naruto hype music. So, you know, some people, they find it funny. They kind of laugh at that, but I can't deny it's a huge part of me. It has certainly influenced my training habits and my lifestyle. I do owe a huge part in Naruto in influencing my childhood. And I would highly recommend it to anyone that has never seen it before. At least watch the original series because it is so good. The characters are awesome, the show is amazing, and there's not too much filler anyways in the original series. And, you know, as always, Dattebayo. Alright, now taking spot number 3 is a relatively new anime, but it is so creative and so awesome, and it is none other than...
If everyone is not special, maybe you can be what you want to be, and everyone will find an answer of their own. Wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Yep, that's right. Mob Psycho 100. Now, the people who created this anime are the same creators of One Punch Man, so the art style and the fighting sequences are kind of similar, and basically they're just over the top, crazy, huge fight scenes. And I love the story a lot because basically the story follows a kind of nervous and awkward and extremely anxious middle schooler who has these insanely godlike psychic powers. But a lot of people, they try and like take advantage of him. And the show, it kind of starts off like a little goofy and a little funny, but towards the end, it actually starts to get kind of serious. And some of the themes, especially of like adolescence and growing up, they're really explored in ways that not too many anime are capable of doing. And just the story, the fighting, the character development, I think it is amazing and really, really good. And it kind of surprised me in how well the character development was able to progress, because when you kind of have like a godlike character who can do anything, it might feel like it could get repetitive or kind of boring, but actually the show was always entertaining and always moving forward in a good direction. So I'd highly recommend Mob Psycho. I mean, I love the art style, I love the animation. It is kind of a quirky and a little bit of a weird anime, but I would definitely recommend it to anyone that's looking for something a little bit new and something kind of cool and different. But yeah, Mob Psycho 100. Mob. Alright, now the number 2 spot was really hard to give because there's just so many anime out there that I've really enjoyed and probably deserve this number 2 spot. And so I'm just going to give some quick honorable mentions before I say what the actual number 2 spot is for me. But animes like Cowboy Bebop, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, which is absolutely amazing, but I just want to watch a little bit more of Demon Slayer before putting it in any sort of ranking, but it definitely has the potential to be in my top 3. So yeah, those 3, Cowboy Bebop, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, those are definitely honorable mentions that you should 100% watch if you haven't seen them. They are just very, very good S-tier animes for sure. And quick side note, Cowboy Bebop was actually one of the first animes I ever watched. My uncle, he had like the whole DVD collection, and I remember pretty much binging the entire show in like 2 days, and I was like 12 years old, and I thought this was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. So yeah, definitely watch Cowboy Bebop. It is an absolute classic. And quick side note, Cowboy Bebop was actually one of the first animes I ever watched. My uncle, he had like the whole DVD collection, and I remember pretty much binging the entire show in like 2 days, and I was like 12 years old, and I thought this was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. So yeah, definitely watch Cowboy Bebop. It is an absolute classic. Okay, so now to my actual anime that's at my number 2 spot, and it is none other than
Enough.
Yep, that's right. Violet Evergarden. So Violet Evergarden touched my heart in a way that no other anime had really done before. So previously in watching anime, I had never cried before in any episode or anything that really happened in a show until this 13 episode piece of art came out and just had me bawling by like the 11th or 10th episode. It was so sad and so emotional. The story is wonderfully told, the animation is so beautiful, and it's so surprising and amazing that in just 13 episodes, the anime was able to deliver such an impactful and beautiful story. And I truly think that this anime is essentially a masterpiece. So the story is like about a child soldier who is recovering after a devastating war, and she kind of lost her memory. And she's specifically trying to remember what like happened to her platoon and what happened to her general. And she actually ended up like losing both of her arms, so she has like these mechanical arms. And basically the story is like her recounting of what happened post-war. And it's really like a true exploration of the humanity that's within all of us. And I would highly 100% recommend watching this. It's super short and won't take up too much of your time. And I'm really excited because I think there's going to be a movie coming out because the anime ended on somewhat of a cliffhanger. There's definitely more potential for the story to continue, so I'm definitely excited for the Violet Evergarden movie to come out. And finally, the one you've been waiting for, the anime that holds the number 1 spot for me. And I did not hesitate in my decision at all, and I think that the story, the plot, the characters, the fighting far surpass any other anime, in my opinion, of course. And this anime is none other than that's right, Hunter x Hunter. We've got Gon right here. We've got Killua right here. Two of the deadliest, awesomest duo ever in anime. Now, I don't really know why I love Hunter x Hunter so much. I don't know if it's the characters or how the show goes from being very childish to extremely, extremely serious and heartbreaking and just gut-wrenching, and or whether it's like the crazy fights and the abilities that each of the characters have, or how like well thought out the entire world is. And you're basically so drawn into the world and the characters that you feel like you're a part of it, and you feel so much for each of the characters and what they're going through. Especially towards the end, like during the Chimera Ant arc, when just shit hits the fan and everyone's scrambling everywhere and people are dying left and right. The show, it gets so emotional, and I think it has just some of the best character development in all of anime, especially for the main protagonists, because a lot of the times in anime, the main protagonists, you can tell that they're going to get like extremely strong and they're going to be able to defeat everyone and they're going to get these crazy power-ups. But Hunter x Hunter, it really minimizes that. They really work off of their current abilities, and I think they really do a good job of showing how much they train in order to like get their next ability, their next power-up. And I just love the anime so much. I love all of the characters in it, and there's always this sense of like mysteriousness that eludes like some of the characters that you haven't met before. And obviously I think that the anime, it kind of cut short, like the manga has continued way further than where the anime ended, and I just really hope that they continue animating Hunter x Hunter, even though it ended like 10 years ago, I think. But I would highly recommend Hunter x Hunter for those of you who have probably watched a few animes and are looking for one that's semi-long. I think Hunter x Hunter is around like 150 episodes, so it's certainly not a short anime, but you know, you can just start it and slowly watch it throughout the year, and it is definitely my #1 anime. Just Gon, he's an absolute monster. Killua is so hype. He did Ultra Instinct first, not Goku, if you know from that one episode where he did his like Godspeed lightning mode. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter, #1 spot without a doubt. You can fight me if you don't think that. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was pretty fun to make. Had a few laughs here and there. But mainly I'm just sharing this just for fun, just to keep a positive outlook during these tough times. And mainly, to just keep you at home watching these epic shows. But yeah, give them out a try. Leave a comment below about what your top 5 favorite anime are. And as always, Dattebayo.